we're always a little bit stressed on travel days, and we haven't really done something quite like this before. Hello friends, we've made it to day 54, and this is our very last morning in Krabi, Thailand. We will be getting picked up very shortly. We've got a little more time to finish doing all of the Airbnb chores, and then our ride will come get us and we will be headed to a new spot. It definitely feels bittersweet to leave, but I'm also really looking forward to our next spot. The new place we're going to is Koh Samui. In some ways, it's probably going to be pretty similar to the experiences we've had here, but based on the research we've done and what we've heard, in other ways, it's actually probably going to be quite different. We definitely know it's probably going to be more pricey. Not looking forward to that, but I'm definitely looking forward to more snorkeling, more swimming, and one of my very good friends is also going to be joining us later on. There's a lot of good things coming, and I'm excited for this next phase. What I'm not excited for is finishing up packing. We have to finish cleaning, finish packing, get ourselves out the door, get the keys returned. We have to take a bus from Krabi to the port area that's nearby Koh Samui, and then we'll take a ferry from that port all the way to the island. So I don't know exactly how long the ferry ride will be, but I think the bus ride is going to be like 4 hours. I'm pretty sure the whole thing altogether will be like 5 or 6 hours, which, yes, is like not the best, but when we thought about how much it would cost as well as all the travel time total, flying actually ends up being pretty similar, because we'd have to get ourselves to the airport from here, we'd have to wait, we'd have to actually fly, and then we'd have to, deboard and all of those other things. And that whole process wouldn't have saved us a lot of time, and it certainly would have cost a lot more. We went with this option because it was cheaper and in some ways more convenient. So what I'm hoping to do today, what I'm hoping I can do today is take you along, show you what it's like, and also get a lot of work done. I've got some deadlines approaching again, so today really needs to be a work day as well as a travel transition day. So wish me luck with that. Okay, it's pretty much time to go, so let's get to it. Yeah, long day. I think overall the trip went pretty well. So in the morning, we all got picked up by a van that fit about 10 people. And then it drove us from the Ao Nang Krabi area all the way over to the port area where we were going to be picking up the ferry. And there you could take a ferry to Koh Samui, which is where we are, or you could take it to Koh Phanang. The ferry ride itself took about an hour and a half. Once we arrived on Koh Samui, we then had to take a car all the way to our Airbnb, and that was definitely a little bit far as well. I think door to door was probably around 6 hours, maybe maybe 6.5. The like 10-seater van ride was probably about 3.5 hours. The ferry ride was about 1.5. And then we had like an extra 30, 40 minutes to actually get to our Airbnb. And that was all driving. I can't be 100% sure on the time because I definitely fell asleep on the way here. It took pretty much the whole day to actually get here. But we're here, we're settled. We're always a little bit stressed on travel days, and we haven't really done something quite like this before. So most of the time when Brand and I have been traveling from city to city within a country, we're usually flying, or we're not even doing it at all. Most of our trips, we haven't hopped cities too often. I would say the few exceptions to that are our one-day trip to Jufin when we were in Taiwan. We went from Taipei to Taiwan on a bus. And then the other time we've done a bit of like city hopping was in Japan. So everyone knows that the Japanese train system is really, really good. The bullet trains are quite fast, and you can make the equivalent of a San Francisco to LA trip in like 2 hours. Why can't we have nice things? But anyway, we've certainly never taken a bus and then a ferry. That's never happened before. So this was a bit of a new experience for us, and I would say it went really, really well. As much as I don't gravitate towards super touristy things, I have to admit that all of these little tourist operations, these tour companies that kind of round us up and like move us from city to city by bus, or help you get ferry tickets, or help you book an island hopping tour, it's nice. It can be nice. And the fact that it really was super, super easy for us to book that and only book it a day ahead, I have to admit that it did make things easier, and it was nice to just be able to walk down the street and go book that for the next day. So yeah, travel day is success. And now, because I'm so tired, I'm definitely probably gonna go to bed quite early. We'll see. As always, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Goodbye.